Hey YouTube, welcome to Big Time Nights, here for a movie reaction to a movie called Sardar Udham. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. So yeah, this is going to be a first time reaction. I know nothing about this movie, so I'm a beginner at everything with this movie. True story, I don't know. I'm assuming it is. A movie on historical events that happened. It seems to be a very serious drama movie, and it's very long. So we're just gonna get through this. But yeah, so a couple things about me before I get into this. I'm tongue-tied, so forgive me for my pronunciation on certain names or words and stuff like that. And I'm actually just generally bad at names. So I'm really good with faces, but horrible with names. So forgive me if I mix it up or I just call someone that guy. It's all with respect. I try. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this. A lot of people recommended this movie. One of the two movies, Indian movies that I'm going to watch are. This is, I believe, Hindi. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. I'm playing it, and I'm playing on Amazon Prime, so it's original language, and obviously subtitles English. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I finished, recently wrapped up one of my long-running TV series, so that kind of opened up a lot of time for me to get into some movie reactions. And yeah, I'm ready to get this train rolling. So anyways, let's get into it. So if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you like it and you'll enjoy. And I have a lot of different TV shows and a couple other movies on the channel. I'm gonna start doing more movie reactions. I finished up a long-running TV show, one of my favorites, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So if you want to watch those reactions, they should be all in a playlist along with Angel. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So make sure to like the video, comment what you think about this movie and the reaction, and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, this is an Amazon original movie. So I knew a bit about this. India was under oppressive British rule from watching the movie RRR, but that was like not really serious. But it was a great movie, a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Man, 20,000 people got shot at. Man, back in the like early 20th century, man, life was just taken for granted. Like people just died in the thousands and millions, especially during the Holocaust and stuff like that. It's just insane, man, how like evil human beings can be. Like I'll never understand it, man. And like how someone could be religious but evil, like do evil acts and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I'm just going to assume that this movie's not going to be interrupted with musicals. Um, I don't really like musicals, but in a couple of the Indian movies I watched, I did. They were enjoyable, but I think this is like a real drama. I don't expect that here. I'll be very surprised if it is.
एक हथियार चाहिए मुझे। हथियार के साथ तुम बॉर्डर नहीं क्रॉस कर पाओगे। अफगानिस्तान में मिल जाएगा। लंदन की डिटेल। नीचे सीआईडी है।
Is he going to be like a spy or something?
कब निकला वो? रात को।
He cut all his hair off, or facial hair, I'm assuming. Oh. It's amazing how different you can look with just like a facial hair change or hair in general.
क्या करा ना सबने फंदे ही चुनने हैं ना
लगी नहीं ध्यान रखना प्रजल
If you settle down, things won't change. It always takes that brave person to step up, you know. I think I've been there, Scotland Yard.
We found an application of a new passport for England, sir. It matches the description of the suspect, Sher Singh.
Why is he yelling? How many years has it been? I forget the first date that they showed. That was the year my 1933. That was the year my grandpa was born. Okay, they're going like forward and back in time.
लड़के कंफर्टेबल हो गए एडजस्ट कर गए कहते हैं काका ट्रेन है बिजली है सिनेमा है क्या क्या नहीं कर रही ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट इनको ये नहीं पता कि सारी फैसिलिटी इन्होंने अपने लिए बना रखी है हाँ रेलवे नेटवर्क उन्होंने पूरा जम के और पूरा अंदर तक लूटने के लिए बनाया है
I feel like they're doing that to Africa, man. Like so many countries are like robbing Africa right now, like China, especially. Like, I don't know, man. It sucks, man. And it doesn't help that they have like warlords and dictators and different regions and stuff like that are complacent to it and money hungry and they accept it and then there's slavery and stuff like that and it's terrible, man. The world is just it's rough, man. You try not to think about it too much, but yeah, it's out there. It's happening right now.
Ну давай, брат. Тебе еще целый день до границы идти.
You can understand Russian too? Is that like a frozen lake? Or body of water of some sort? God, that's super dangerous. It's so dangerous. You could walk around, but that would take like way too long.
Дорогой, проснись, кушать надо, кушать. Кушать.
What kind woman? I wish we all were so kind to each other, man. Like different regions, different people. We're all human, man. Why can't we get along? It sucks. It's all about resources.
Come. Passport, please.
He kept the name Sher Singh.
Luce arrived in Munich today with his foreign minister Count Ciano to discuss immediate plans with the Führer. Thousands cheered the fascist leaders who agreed on a hands-off Austria.
Thousands cheered the fascist leader. Things never change, man.
लंदन किस नाम से है
शेर से
नाम बदल लो ऑलरेडी तुम्हारे लिए MI5 और स्कॉटलैंड यार्ड दोनों जगह
Yep, that's what I thought.
कुछ कॉन्टैक्ट्स हैं काम आएंगे
लड्डू खाने
Hey, man, yeah, get it while you can, man.
With Hitler continuing unrestrained in his pursuance of Nazi world domination, the writing on the wall...
So is this... Okay, this is 40.
Neville Chamberlain's appeasement policy has clearly failed the nation, and First Lord of the Admiral.
This is like deep, deep undercover, man.
Has warned the nation to be prepared for a long conflict of 3 years or more.
Like a man, just living your life this way.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege for me to be here to talk to you on behalf of the East India Association.
Like you have to have like some crazy resolve.
In the war that is at our doorstep, the Empire will need all her fighting men.
A lot of people could be just content, you know. Like they said it earlier in this in the movie. Like a lot of people, especially the youth, are becoming content with what's happening because of the technologies and stuff that the British bring.
Generously to the warlord.
But that's how they get you.
And is a force for good. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, it is not only our right but our duty to rule India. Without it, they will return to savagery.
Oh my God, the words that they be using, man.
It is not only Africa, ladies and gentlemen, that is the white man's burden. With the benefit of my experience, I can tell you that these reforms have been effective. The country is unified once more. It is peaceful. Thank you very much.
The way they speak about other people and races and stuff like that is crazy, man. But during this time, it was like Germany was that much worse. Oh, whoa. I did not expect that. Hey, dude spreading hate, man. Whew. They're probably going to jump back in time, I guess, again. Like, it's over for him right now. Hey, he has that slight smile on his face, man. You did your job. Normally, you don't want to celebrate assassinations, but this is like a guy spreading like evil messaging that can influence a lot of people to do wrong.
The assassin, who fired 6 shots in quick succession, was immediately apprehended by the police.
He served the British Empire dutifully
He's
in a turbulent period of time in the Punjab.
spreading out hate messaging, man.
But we will not tolerate such violence, such acts of terrorism.
Well, why don't you get the fuck out of there, you know, out of their land, man.
Rise up against brutal crime.
Fuck off.
फॉर लेवल पर ऐसी प्रेस कवरेज आज तक किसी भी घटना को नहीं मिली 12 से 15
I wonder if I could find that newspaper photo.
Why did you do this? Tell me the names of your associates.
You know, nowadays someone will probably assassinate someone and then just kill themselves. So they don't have to get tortured like this. Why did he leave all this evidence behind?
Right.
He had to know that they were going to like investigate his spot.
Punjab 39, Punjab 33, here we go. This is one.
You can't plan for everything, but like that would have been like an obvious thing to like destroy all the evidence that would lead to other people, maybe.
Show me a passport. Passport to go? No. What do you know about this Sher Singh?
He kept that name Sher Singh.
Sher Singh, Udham Singh, Azad Singh, and Frank Brazil.
Frank Brazil.
Across to the southwest at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
While here, he tried to organise an international network of rebels for the Garden Party, making contact with sources across Europe.
He was devoted, man.
I heard this man was under our watch. How did he slip through?
Well, he was put under watch 9 years ago, sir, when he left prison in India. And in that time, basically kept his head down and lost track of him.
A few weeks ago, we had a tip-off from the passport office.
That sounds very familiar to what's happening in America. Like FBI be having some of these school shooters on watch, and yet they strike still. It's crazy.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Who are your associates?
I mean, what are you gonna do? Kill me? Like, fuck. It's whatever, man. Yeah, he's laughing like, fuck it, man.
I do not feel men.
Good for you, man.
Who is the next attack for? Come on, you can tell me.
No. You torture me, then you're gonna kill me. So it's the same thing, man. Fuck.
Try it. Just try and give us one little name.
This is why people, assassins and whatnot, and school shooters, like, kill themselves. Oh, that's painful. I don't want to watch that. Whew. That is one of the most sensitive parts in your body, man. Like, oh my God.
Are you Russian? Are these your papers?
Poor lady.
You equal, you march for being equal. I know equal. I know free. First my country free. Then equal. Then march, equality.
I get it.
I'm Detective Inspector Swain, and I'm in charge of your case. You can start by telling us your name. What is your actual name?
I have no name. I still don't know his real name, other than the movie title, but yeah. I don't know. Like, torturing is like you'll probably get some answers, but they probably won't be the truth. I'll just say whatever I have to say to get you to stop, but it's fuck, man.
There has to be an organisation. First came to England in 1933, is that right?
1933 में तुम इंग्लैंड आए?
Since when you were?
Did he really kind of do this on his own, like rogue? He has some people behind him, but they didn't really fund him. Like, they said they were kind of out of funds and whatnot.
What's the nature of your association with Eileen Palmer?
उसके साथ तुम्हारा क्या संबंध है?
You gave him something with this interaction right now. Are they gonna torture her in front of him or something like that, or? Like, you guys can't be the good guys. Like, do you see what you're doing?
Then you knew that he was a wanted man before he came to it?
No.
Irish Republican Army hideouts, the police have seized more than 3 tons of explosives, along with a large amount of propaganda material, seeking new recruits.
Oh yeah, the Irish were going hard too.
And one fatally shot.
Stop! No!
Gee, a kid? It looked like a kid. Wow, he was dead on the ground. Like, well, he might not have been dead, but he was wounded on the ground. Like, he wasn't going to attack you. And he was running away.
So what is it that you're planning to do?
You are planning something.
You don't want to know.
My party, HSRA, finished. Everybody shot, hanged. So I fight different way. Ali, please. Please.
Well, she was more involved than I thought. Okay, maybe they were all more. I guess it makes sense. It's something you can't really do by yourself. You're gonna need some allies in places, but everyone might not be connected with each other, but they do have like a connection to him in more ways than one.
Your revolution, my revolution, same. Common enemy. You lamb, me lamb. Mutual, same.
You see, Alan, I'm finding it increasingly.
Mutual understanding. I should probably watch a movie on the Irish as well during these times, because I really don't know much about the IRA and all that either.
British police have found an arms conspiracy between Irish and Indian rebels after a major consignment containing grenades, rifles, and pistols was intercepted at the
He had a gun. She has nice eyes. Man, he is just, oof. That look of like anger and like that hostile look is crazy. He had to make his own target range. Yeah, you only got one shot, man. Like, well, you got several shots, but you know, in the act, you got one shot. You gotta make it count. Otherwise, you fuck up and you don't get the guy, and you know, shit. All this planning and everything was for nothing.
Exquisite.
Oh, he actually visited him in person like this?
Now that's a trait I've always admired in the Indians. A willingness to please. And yeah, awful weather. Terrible food. Never bothered to learn the language, but I served the crown well.
You didn't care to learn the language, called their food terrible, like...
Some of my friends, not me, friends, students, they protest with commoners.
Students. Communists. They incited the common people. They instigated the rebellions.
I also educated, so.
But you seem rational.
You're different.
Making a good, honest, lawful living like us. You make a good set.
God, these people are so hateful. Oh my God. And it comes out so casually. You know, the first time I ever had Indian food was when I visited Europe. I did a foreign study, basically. And it was like some of the best damn food I've ever had. It was the best Indian food I had. I had some here in America. It's good, but it wasn't as good as over there. Never been to India. But yeah, it was delicious. Oh my God.
You went with Bhagat Singh too, didn't you?
Bhagat Singh ki baat mat karo.
He says let's not talk about him.
I have your whole history here. You might as well tell me.
Oh, wake up, man. They're not going to let you walk away from this time. They're going to hang you like they did.
Yeah, so why would I give you information if I know I'm going to be hanged? No point.
अब bias नहीं हो सकते, communal नहीं हो सकते, casteist नहीं हो सकते, revolutionaries में class नहीं होती. Basic मुद्दे की बात ये है कि सबसे important चीज है equality. Equality. हर इंसान को बराबर समझना और
Equality, man. We're still teaching this today.
काके समझे?
हाँ समझा.
अच्छा भगत, आजादी मिलते ही सबसे पहले क्या करोगे आप?
Like 30 years later, Martin Luther King was trying to teach that. And he got assassinated. I don't know if we'll ever really get along. I feel like the only time we'll get along, really, as humans, is if we get invaded by aliens. Then we'll all really have to get along.
HSRA. In a nationwide strike, police have successfully raided suspected hideouts in Lahore and Saharanpur, killing several members and arresting some 40.
Oh.
Conspirators in the Saunders murder case, along with Sardar Singh himself.
आदमी को मारा जा सकता है, उसके विचारों को नहीं.
I wonder what happens to like those officers who go against their people like this.
मुफ्त में हक कोई नहीं देगा. क्या तो प्रोटेस्ट के बदले मिलेगा.
They like concede to being ruled, but it's easy for me to say that, you know, all comfortable and everything, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be like that, but you never know.
Hasn't named anyone as yet. We need to get him to confess, press charges, get him to talk. Do what it takes.
What do you think he's been trying to do?
So, between you and me,
Torturing hasn't worked, so probably gonna try a different method. Probably try to sympathize with him or fake sympathy.
you haven't got a lot of time left. It's important for your own sake.
I'm gonna die anyways. The heck?
We need to control the press. No matter what we do, there will be many who will see his actions as an act of revolution. So,
How about you just get the fuck out of their land? Stick to your own land and resources, which you're depleting rapidly. That's your own fault.
Let us just say we will need to reinvent a way of maintaining our strategic presence.
Of course you do.
It was a crazed, violent attack and nothing else.
Sir, is this incident a threat to the British Empire?
No.
No.
This is a stray incident by a crazed lunatic who has no further link.
Come on, you guys don't buy that. Come on, press. Mainstream press today would just slop that all up. Take it for their word. Take it for granted. In America, I mean. Or is she deaf? Or mute. That's kind of bold. They're you know, protesting for him, you know, out there, accepting donations, and some British, I think it was British people who were actually giving them money.
I did it alone.
I must really hate the British.
तुम क्या ब्रिटिश से नफरत करते हो?
मेरे बहुत से ब्रिटिश दोस्त भी हैं.
That's true.
I don't hate.
Okay.
I don't hate you. You doing your job.
Oh. And had waterboarding back then. Well, I guess it's an old technique. I don't actually know when waterboarding started. I heard they used it a lot in the Iraq War. Damn, that sucks. You caved and then you get killed right after. See, this is why you don't really give them the answers, you know? They're going to kill you anyways. They're going to torture you and kill you. Or if you just opt to give up all the answers right away, they're going to kill you anyways.
Mr. Singh, I know you think you don't need a lawyer.
I'm never getting out of here alive.
You will have to cooperate.
Why?
What do you do?
I good carpenter, good electrician. I do clothes.
Okay. Come round to the house. Let's see what we can do for you. Okay.
Very funny, sir.
Man, he had plenty of opportunities to assassinate him, but he chose like the most public time to do so. I mean, which was purposeful. Yeah, that's crazy, man. You're befriending the guy, but you hate him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wouldn't have been as effective.
I ended Gandhi's soul force with brute force.
There were women, children,
Wounded. The relatives carried them away.
God, this guy has no heart, man.
There was curfew. There was martial law. Shoot at sight orders.
Don't show your hand too much.
So, you don't think it was brutal, sir?
It was sufficient. He was faced with a seditious mob. He created fear, but it was sufficient.
Oh.
And he just calmly goes to sleep.
इतना evil किसी आदमी में कैसे हो सकता है?
दुनिया में जो भी है वो हमारा भी तो है। चलो की तरह काम करवा रहे हैं। इज्जत मिल रही है? नहीं मिल रही ना? What the hell are you doing? You are disturbing everyone.
Hey, I understand that frustration, man. Oh, he's saying get out of my country? The nerve, man.
नहीं हुए फेल।
हो गए तो फिर। पर अगर अब कुछ नहीं किया ना तो अगले 100 साल तक इन अंग्रेजों के नीचे रहेंगे।
तुम चले जाओ यहाँ से। ये बाहर सुनाई नहीं दे रहा। वॉर की वजह से सबको सस्पेक्ट किया जा रहा है। वॉर के बाद शुरू करेंगे।
Resume after the war? That's like years.
खिलौनों के बारे में कहते हैं। Hey.
Dude's like nodding his head. He's like he understands what he's saying.
Free speech. Always. Chino man.
He's like, yeah, free speech. That's one thing we could agree on. He's like, yeah, this is a perfect opportunity right here. I was about to say, weren't other people crossing too? But in London, it's the vehicles that have the right of way. People driving have the right of way, not the pedestrians. Opposite here in America. That was one of the first things I was told when I went to London. Just watch out. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I mean, I've seen it before, but can hide so many things in books like that.
The Empire was and is a force for good.
In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire for a safe and secure society.
And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, it is not only our right but our duty to rule India. Without it, they will return to savagery, looting and killing one another. It is not only Africa, ladies and gentlemen, that is the white man's burden.
Such an awful speech. You give standing ovations. Everyone kills each other. Like, he doesn't think they're savages. I mean, he doesn't think like the British are savages as well. Like, come on now. Everyone kills each other. It's just human nature.
Under orders of the court, the press would not report on any statements made by the accused. Do you, members of the press, understand this?
You know, why are you trying to hide it? Why are you trying to hide it? The defense hasn't even asked any questions. Right on. What is that, gruel? I don't want to eat your shit. Like, fuck off.
Sir? Sorry to report he's refusing all food, sir.
Oh, for God's sake. Don't make a martyr. It's the last thing we need.
Sir?
We need to stop this hunger strike.
I mean, who's going to report that he's not eating food? Unless officers leak that information. Man, why? Like, seriously, why? They're gonna do like a public execution. They need him to appear healthy. Jesus. So despicable, man. People are so despicable. They keep showing this officer. Is he like sympathetic or something? Usually officers in these kind of movies like this are like evil. I have a feeling she's probably no longer with us. It's probably the catalyst that really pushed them over. Last meal.
Arrest Gandhi.
Yes, sir.
No one should enter Punjab until further orders. Arrest all the college students, put them in a detention centre. Cut all the civilian telephone lines until further notice.
This guy's ruthless, man. There's a lot of ruthless people today. During times of war like this, so many just ruthless people on all sides.
But it's going to be political, yes?
Yes, sir.
So it's an unlawful gathering, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Who do you have in mind for the job?
We have briefed Colonel Monago.
I find him to be hesitant. Call for General Reginald Dye.
Yes, sir.
He's just so brutal. He's like, hey, that guy has a conscience. Fuck that. I need the most brutal guy.
Revolution is a dangerous game. We cannot afford another mutiny.
Sir,
I want to set a precedent. Punishment of itself is not necessarily a deterrent. But if the punishment is such that it creates a fear of punishment, that would be of great practical value.
Fear.
We need to set an example.
Yeah. His Sardar Udham, his girl or love or whatever is going to pass away right here, man. She has nice eyes too. Oh yeah, this is that incident they talked about in the beginning of the movie. They just open fired on 20,000 people, man. What the hell? And if you're an Indian officer, like, come on, like, you just went along with this? It's crazy, man. I don't know. I could tell this is like you're gonna create revolt out of this.
Should we issue a warning, sir? They've had their warning.
Like you're creating hatred. Stuff like this that is happening today, which is crazy. In different ways, but it's happening, unfortunately. Like, I don't know, man. You're a special kind of evil. Like, these people aren't even fighting you. Men, women, children. Like, it doesn't matter, man. Oh my God. This is, I'm not like a religious person, but this kind of stuff is what makes me want to believe there's an actual heaven and hell. Because my number one thing in life, like, that I believe in is justice. And like for these people not to be judged at the end, like it's kind of cruel. Like I want justice above everything else. And for you to do this and just to peacefully pass away and all that kind of stuff and not be judged at the end is, I don't know, it's messed up. Like he's gonna go back home and go to sleep, all peaceful, calm, and everything. Like, how do you not think this will create more hate? And the officers who are Indian, like, what are you doing? You're gonna go back home too, right? You got families too, right? None of you have any friends in this crowd at all? No one?
आपको वो सब के बारे में पता नहीं होगा. It is just a footnote in your history.
Yeah, man.
छोटा सा कहीं लिखा होगा किसी किताब के कोने में.
But you weren't even there when firing started.
That doesn't matter, dude.
What did you see?
I was late.
You saw the bodies, I'm sure.
Very late.
But even if you didn't see the bodies, like, I mean, you know about it. You're gonna know about it. Don't let it be his girl. Or his sister? But was that his sister the whole time? Or is this just a random woman just trying to hold on, man? Yeah, man, that is a sight. What he's about to see. Oh my God, man. I wonder what happened to this general. He probably got commended, got medals and all that kind of stuff, man. Praised, and probably reported it as a conflict or something like that. Like they fought back or something. I don't know. Propaganda. Hey, the British were they were up to shit, man. They tried that shit here in America. We kicked them out though. It's just like shoot them, kill them, and then leave the bodies. We're not gonna do shit. Let them clean it up. I think he was just calling that woman sister. I couldn't really tell. The screen was like kind of dark. How would you find her in the night like this? All the dead bodies and all that kind of stuff. Like, child. I'm surprised there aren't more people trying to help, or around looking. Tourniquet. Kids probably gonna lose their arm. Medical practice or whatever, the technology just wasn't what it is today. So they had to amputate that shit. Oof, would be so painful, man. He's doing what he can, man. I don't know how you would think about putting on that uniform after something like this, man. Man, how can you... What can you do? One person at a time, I guess, man. Damn. Man, they just shot them and left. Like, this was your answer to quell any kind of protest or, like... I don't get it, man. This would make me want to fight harder. Or like I guess the guy said, the Dyer or whatever, the guy he assassinated. Like I said, I'm horrible with names, sorry. But he said fear is what worked. Yeah, it could, instill fear. That's a definite. But it just takes one person to change shit, man. Man, this is tough, man. He's probably gonna come across his girl, and that's gonna really hit him hard. Oh my God, man. Well, he traveled further to like a, I don't want to say a hospital, but maybe a makeshift hospital. Yeah, like, see what I said? Like, they don't have the technology we have today. It's like makeshift. And people just having to endure the pain. Damn, man. If you're a dying old man, I don't think you want to tell them that they're holding hands too. Oh, jeez. As he's dying, I don't know. Like, I don't think you want to tell them that they're gone, man.
Darcy. वो सांस ले रही है.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I thought.
हाथ पैर भी हिलते हैं. Darcy.
Ah. Senseless, cruel violence to people who were not even attacking you. They were sitting down. Dude made a phone call, do something. He chose the person that would do the most harm. The other general who hesitated, he was like, nah, I can't have him. I gotta have the most brutal guy. Evil, man. Just evil people, man. So I believe in justice, man. There needs to be justice. Not everyone gets justice, but hopefully when everyone meets their end at some point. But hopefully they'll be judged at some point, you know. You might not believe in afterlife or anything like that, but you know, shit. I can hope. Shit's not fair, but life's not fair. They're really showing the actor, like the actor's really lifting people up and squatting and all this kind of stuff. Like he's getting a real workout right here. He's probably actually really exhausted. And doing this with little water too. Before all this happened, they were saying like the youth was like content with, you know, with the, you know, British rule and technology and all that kind of stuff. And it seemed like he was heading that way too himself. Just content. But man, this kind of thing changes the person. Ah. Look how many orphans they created.
Sir, there has been a firing upon a crowd in Amritsar.
Oh, don't panic.
Casualties?
Don't know, sir.
Wounded?
Many. Hundreds.
He seems disturbed a bit. But he's gonna go back to sleep peacefully.
All right.
Probably would have killed him on sight, I guess. Ah, that sucks.
Message from Sir Michael O'Dwyer, sir. I've been up all night. Haven't had any sleep.
Really?
I did my duty.
If you say so.
Served my
fuck off.
action has been approved, sir. Is the curfew to be kept on? What time is it? 6 a.m., sir. Keep it on.
Really?
Sit quiet out there. Yes, sir.
I'm just a soldier that follows orders. Whatever, dog.
पूछूंगा उनसे मेरी जवानी का कोई मतलब बना या जाया कर दी Is there anything I can do for you? Yes. Tell people I was a revolutionary.
This officer seems to sympathize a bit, maybe. I don't know. He listened to his story. This changed the trajectory of like so many lives, man. Like even if you live through this, like, you have significant wounds, lost limbs. Like I said, this is kind of stuff is going on today. I don't want to get too much into that, but yeah, man, it sucks, man.
You must ask for a pardon. You live.
Time to meet my friend.
Please, Udham.
He's a revolutionary. He's a spark. It's also kind of sad he never found his girl or saw her. She was amongst the dead, but he never came across her body. There's that officer that they showed that it seemed like he was sympathizing, but was there any other meaning of it? Like, was he going to spread the real message about what was going on or something? I don't know.
Sir? Yes?
Is this his real name or picture? Well, at least that general has to live with that decision for the rest of his life, you know. Shit. Okay.
Those who were assembled in Jallianwala Bagh knew they had violated the law.
Yeah.
Supposing the passage was sufficient for the armored cars to go in, would you have fired with the machine guns?
I think probably yes.
So it would have been even worse.
Yes.
If General Dyer had not dispersed that crowd by force, we would have had an infinitely worse state of rebellion.
You don't know that at all.
The firing went on for too long. My responsibility was that if I fire, I must fire with good effect. A small amount of firing was a criminal act.
You can see he's trying to convince himself.
To punish them. My idea was to make a wide, strong impression.
Obviously, he got off scot-free, and probably the general too. I feel like this is not talked about enough. Wartime policies. You know, the British were allies during World War II, but, you know, like, shit like this, it was not talked about enough. Of course they haven't received an apology. After all this time, really? I wonder if they received any kind of apology since this movie came out. Probably not. I don't know. Why? Why the secret documents? Wow. Powerful movie. That was a great historical movie. I did not know about those events at all. You know, that was during the time period where just so much death and destruction and everything. But like I said, mostly, you know, we were allies, America and Britain, during that time. Well, for a long time we've been allies and whatnot. But yeah, man, they were brutal. But I didn't realize they were that brutal during that time, especially when we were allies fighting Germany in World War II and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know what I can say, man. It's a great movie. I'm glad I watched it. I can't watch too many movies like that, man. It's just way too sad. But I'm glad I got a history lesson, pretty much. And the way they treated, they referenced it a couple times, like the Indians are savages. You gotta treat them like you treat the Africans. It's like they deplete their own resources so much that they gotta go to other countries to get more resources because they can't take care of themselves properly and whatnot. And that sucks, man. And the soldiers that were fighting along with the Indian soldiers that were fighting along with them, like, what the heck, man? I'll never understand that, man. Like, they're killing your people, man. You're killing your own people. So it sucks, man. All around. You know, there's historical figures like this throughout history. It'll be fascinating to go down a rabbit hole, learning about a lot of them. But like I said, it's a little bit too depressing to keep on, stay on that train. I'll probably watch stuff like this every now and then, but it leaves me in a bad state, you know, a sad state. So I always gotta like watch something really enjoyable and happy the next time around. Cause yeah, but yeah, it's a great movie, man. I don't know what else to say. I think I said all I need to say throughout the reaction. Like it just sucks, and like I said, I believe in justice, man, above all else. And who knows, people, it might not be you know, I'm not a religious guy, like I said. There might not be a heaven and hell, but like in these cases, I wish there was. Like it would be nice if people were judged for their wrongdoings, but at the end of the day, these guys are gonna go home, sleep in their comfy bed, go to sleep, you know, and peacefully, without worry. I'm not gonna worry about it at all, you know. Like it's just another day. Wake up in the morning, drink some coffee, tea, whatever, and go on about their day, you know, like it's nothing. And I don't know. It sucks. But anyways, hope you guys, like you want me to watch this. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I did watch it though. I'm glad I did watch it. At the end of the day, like it's hard to rate movies like this because it's like historical, you know. I don't know how much of it is superficial and whatnot. Probably some of it is, but it's a historical movie and whatnot. So it's hard to kind of rate stuff like that. So yeah, I'll just keep it to myself. High rating though, high rating. Anyways, thank you for watching Big Time Nights. I'm Terrell. I don't think I said my name in the beginning. Make sure to like the video, comment what you think about this movie, my reaction, and if you want, stay along. I'll try to do more movies. It's not gonna all Indian movies. I know you guys recommend a lot of them. There's another one I want to watch, but I'm gonna do all sorts of stuff, fun movies. Comedies, I'll try to fit in some comedies and whatnot, but yeah, it's subscribe to the channel. What can I say? All right guys, until next time.